Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tawana Rivers. This is the 10K Project, and you are here at tonight's Bet on Black pitch, where we have the company Above and Beyond Studios, two amazing founders again, right? Two more. I keep finding amazing founders, and tonight will not disappoint. These two gentlemen will tell you all about their project. And then we'll be able to talk a little bit about it, learn a little bit about it, ask questions about it. But first, I want to welcome Stefan and Aman to the 10K Project. Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. And I'm going to pull up your campaign page so that we can show the community where they're going to go. So I think you guys can see that, right? So this campaign, tonight's campaign is on Net Capital. We don't come to Net Capital often. But if you guys remember, we had Eric from Net Capital come talk to us a few months ago. And they're doing amazing work over at Net Capital. And we're glad to have Above and Beyond Studios join us this evening. And so I want to show you guys the campaign page. As I stated, we're going to be putting the link in the chat throughout the evening. The minimum investment on this campaign is $99. The deadline to invest is October 19th, right? So we've got a little bit more than a month. The share price is $1.65 a share. So far, this campaign has raised $5,603. They have a valuation of over $13 million. As I always say, please take the time to look through the campaign page. I know I sound like a broken record, but the founders spend a lot of time building these pages with the information that they know you need in order to make an informed decision, right? So a lot of times the questions that we have are right here in the campaign page, right? And so I'm just going to scroll so you can see where everything is. If you go all the way down to the bottom of the Net Capital page, you'll see some of the press information. You'll see the business model, right? And the guys will go over all of this in their presentation, I'm sure. And if they leave anything out, I'm sure you guys are going to ask questions about it because that's how amazing you all are, right? Here's the team. We have these two handsome gentlemen here with us this evening, right? And it gives their bio. It gives other members of their team. I'm sure they'll tell us about the rest of the members of their team that make Above and Beyond Studios successful. Right. And I'll cheat a little bit by telling you this is a little bit of a family affair we have going on here. We like family affairs, don't we? And I'm sure they'll tell you all about that, what they're going to use the monies for, the terms of the agreements. So all of the information is here, right? If you miss something in the presentation, the pitch deck is here, the financials are here, the SEC filing notice is here. Everything you need to get all of the information is here. If anything is left out that you're really curious about, we get to ask a question. If you go to the discussion section of the campaign page, that's where you can ask the question. I'm sure the gentlemen monitor this, and so that they will answer any questions that are presented here. Right. So with that said, I am going to stop sharing and I am going to turn it over to Aman and Stefan to tell us all about Above and Beyond Studios.
Wonderful, wonderful. Again, Tawana, thank you very much for being able to host. Lovely seeing you again. And hello, everyone. So very grateful that you guys are on. I'm Stefan Jackson, a co-founder, and we have Aman. I'll have him do an intro too.
Got it. Absolute pleasure to be here. Just to kind of echo a statement, thank you so much, Tawana. We really appreciate you getting to share your community with us. We're excited to see more of our community. My name is Aman Stupard, fellow co-founder with Steph, and we're thrilled to be here.
So now it's up to us. Good evening, guys. Good evening. All right. So Above and Beyond Studios, this is a company that Aman and I started literally from our kitchen. One thing cool about Above and Beyond Studios, myself and Aman, it is a family affair. We are first cousins, brothers, and we go back to first memories, you know, those first ones where it's like, I don't really remember what's happening, but that person is here and that is my brother. So it's amazing to be able to have him. And so this has been an incredible journey because we're on a mission to be able to help people shop locally. We're on a mission to be able to help more communities shop. And we are on a mission to be able to help our communities. I know we understand exactly what that means, the disparity that happens. So before we even get into anything, I just wanted to be able to say, again, we appreciate it. And I am the CIO of the company, and Aman is the wonderful CEO leading the ship. And yeah, I'm about to get into the presentation. I'll go here, screen share. And keep shouting out those different places. I'm liking Jerry from Tampa Bay. I'm liking it. Tampa is a wonderful, lovely spot. And share video. All right, lovely. Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet. It's saying you've started sharing, but it doesn't show us the whole screen yet.
Okay, please stop sharing. Why did it stop sharing? Come on, I'm not sure right now. It's saying sharing has stopped unexpectedly.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Hold on, let's see. Because you definitely should have access. Aman, you want to see if you can?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Hi, Dwayne. Hi, Ayana. Hi, Tama.
Thank you guys for jumping on. All right. I just switched it to a different browser.
Okay.
So I think this is going to be able to work. Boom. Let me move it here. Let me go for the present again.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi dropped out for a sec. Were you guys able to see my screen?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right, Amon, I'm going to go for it again.
Okay.
Screen sharing failed. I have an error on Zoom, so I don't think it's actually going to let
Let me
me.
see if I can share mine again. So maybe something's going. Hold on, let's see. Can you guys see mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is very odd. Both of you are getting a message. Okay, hold on. Let me go into settings. Let me just.
Let me try one more time.
That is very true. An update, please.
Oh, that's it. That did it.
Can you see mine?
Yes.
All right. Perfect, perfect. All right. Yes, I like the energy, Mary. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, beautiful. So this is, and here's it's for you, Mom. Perfect. So, like we said before, freedom is here because we want to be able to inspire people to shop communities, and we know how important communities are to us. And to be able to support local businesses, especially through this time. It's been a tough time, but everything is coming back. But as we know with uncertainty, and as we know with a lot of businesses that are Black owned, a lot of them tend to go out of business. So we really want to be able to help change the trajectory of what's actually happening all across the United States. Good to go. All right. Shri and Tawana, we just want to say thank you again, the 10K community. Thank you guys again for the patience. So nice little shout out to you guys. Whew, let's go. And Amon and I are excited because we want you guys to help us as we try to change this world, see and be able to make an impact. And we love what you guys are doing all throughout the 10K community. And I know that you guys obviously care, and that is such a blessing. So we're very grateful. Nice little shout out to you guys. Oh, no.
Sorry, it is jumping. 1 second.
Beautiful. And let's continue. So what we're going to go over today is why freedom, the exit strategy that we have, the differentiators, pricing, timeline, and why freedom is a digital coupon provider. And so this is amazing because as we are going to learn, you guys are going to get a nice little understanding of why coupons are so critical. How many of you guys use coupons on a day-to-day basis? You guys can put it there, just put a nice little hand up and such like that. I know that I am definitely one to be able to use coupons, a little savings, it never hurt nobody. So we will continue on and give people savings. And so why freedom? This was the co-founding team when we came up with the initial idea. The initial idea was to be able to help, genuinely just help people save money. And everyone's like, oh, that sounds amazing. And we're like, yeah, that's what we do. And so right now we're helping more people just save money shopping at businesses and shopping in their communities. My background, I worked at Oracle. A lot of you guys might know Oracle Arena, just heavy on the database and infrastructure side. And then I took my talents to Talend, and I was able to work with ETL tools. And then I went on and co-founded Above and Beyond Studios. In college, I ran track. I was a D1 athlete, and I also started a nonprofit called Make a Change, which was a nonprofit that helps kids get adopted from DCF families into families. And we were able to help 13 kids get adopted. And I did that my senior year of college, and it was quite a blessing. So that's me.
Nice. And I'll give a little background on myself. I formerly come from the commercial real estate world. So I spent some time at a couple of the bigger firms, CBRE, and fortunately enough, got to spend some time at some of the more local firms in New England, specifically National Development, if anyone's familiar with the New England area. So that's kind of where my background comes from. I also was a track athlete in college. I was a All-American triple jumper at Trinity College. So Steph and I have been competing in sports together our entire lives.
Loving it. And our fellow co-founders are our engineers for the teams. I studied marketing and management in college at UMass Lowell. Amon studied political science. And so we have both of our engineers, Ty Holland and Albert, and they have been able to help us build technology and part of the team. And it's truly a blessing because even so, this is still, I've known Ty for years, and Albert is actually our uncle for Amon and myself. So this is a very tight-knit co-founding team. And I know a lot of people say team is important. And this is definitely down to the blood where this is important. And so it's been a blessing to be able to help do this, and we will continue on. So Freedom is a digital coupon provider, and we're going to change the way that people are shopping digitally and the future of e-commerce. So we are building a marketplace that's going to be able to help you guys shop locally and at minority businesses and be able to get coupons. And so this is really just saying that, and I think the best way for us to be able to continue to explain that is by showing you guys what it is. So in a quick visual, I'm going to teach you guys what this is. So as you see on the screen in the top right, that is Shop with Freedom. And we pop up on major brand sites such as Amazon, and we help give you guys deals. So we're going to teach you guys about a few other companies that have done this in the past. And why this is special is it gives you deals. So let's say right now you go and you're shopping on Sephora or Amazon, and you're like, hey, I just want, I don't know, 30 cents off, $1 off, $5.99 off. We're able to actually display those coupons for you so you can be able to use them. Hence, that's helping you save money. But if we look right here, it has the price track. It has the community favorites. Community favorites are typically Black-owned businesses, and a few of these are local businesses. I'm in Boston, Massachusetts, so it's showing Boston, Massachusetts coupons and savings. And the way we're building it is that wherever you are, you can be able to still serve your local communities and still buy from your local communities. We're also going to show more Black-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, brown-owned businesses. And that is where we're going to be making our trajectory. And so how many of you guys shop on Amazon? I wish I could just hear all the hears. I get it. We all do. And so 310 million people. Yes, Jackie, yes. 310 million people are going onto Amazon every single day. Stephanie, I also love the name, but yes, love it. 310 million people, guys, and we're included in that. And so typically everyone's online shopping. You can't say that you're not, because people are there. And so everyone's going on to that Amazon.com and is going to be shopping in the next few months. Christmas is around the corner. Seasons are around the corner. People are going to be shopping. Now I want to show you guys where we are focused. People who are shopping there typically are women. Another time, or something that we focus on for our products, are the Black and brown families, minority families, and college students. They're always on Amazon. I mean, I remember my time at UMass Lowell, and yes, always on Amazon. But what is crazy is the buying power. So typically women have a 7 trillion spending power for the purchases that they make. Black and brown families that make up 13% of the United States, $1.7 trillion. That is very massive. College students in the United States, about 600 billion. And these aren't the most massive populations, but it's just consistency in spending that we do. So it's quite beautiful to see. And these are where we're focused for our target, for our products with Freedom. Now, I want to show you a quick little video. I sent you a link that can be able to show the video.
What's going on, guys? It's Stefan Jackson, CIO, co-founder of Freedom. And we're super excited to be able to share this with you guys. And here's a quick demo of how powerful Shop with Freedom is. So first and foremost, we just want to get it started up and running. Very easy. And shop.
This is how to install it right now. And it all starts with a Google search. And you guys can actually download it right now, but you will not have access just yet.
SEO.
You guys can be able to go online and find it.
And you press add to Chrome and you add the extension. After you add the extension, you're going to see a nice little Freedom logo, little download that happens. And you just got to wait for it for a second. And when that download happens, you're able to literally go through and save money couponing at different websites. And so, for example, boom, Shop with Freedom is added. Perfect. I'm already signed in, Stefan Jackson. But this is the crazy part. Let's go to Amazon.com. We pop up. We're here to be able to help small businesses pop up on Amazon.com. Let's say you're looking for an Easter toy. You want to be able to go and see a different product. We are able to help you. Not only that, but we also help you price track as well for different products too. So Shop with Freedom is extremely powerful, especially for small businesses, because we're able to have the local deals, have you supporting local businesses, have you buying from Black-owned businesses, and being able to provide that. So let's see Buy Black, for example. There's beautiful crowns. We have a nice little 20% off coupon here. And for other things that we have, different store, different things like that, we just want to be able to provide you guys with different coupons. So thank you. And that's Amazon. Now, see what else people like to be able to do. A luxury, beautiful Sephora. And right here, we have 7 deals that we can be able to do. So Sephora, it's really cool. On this site, we're able to have different local coupons. Like, for example, Laura Organic is 20% off of natural, local, organic skincare. And so you can be able to have a 20% off coupon and save some money now shopping in a local business. Other than that, you can still go here and get all your stuff from Sephora and get free shipping, be able to get some primer, be able to get some correcting treatment size trial kit, such like that. We're able to help you guys get coupons, and that's what we're trying to be able to be here to do. So guys, continue to shop with Freedom. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Keep the questions coming. I like it. And so that's a quick little demo. And one thing that's really beautiful about a browser extension is that it's able to pop up on Amazon. And that took a lot of work to be able to get it there. But we had to get there because 310 million people, you guys are shopping there. I see all the yeses. So yes, we are heading there because that's where our consumer is and that's where our target market is. And so it's beautiful having that there. And we're just going to continue on with the presentation because it's going to flow and be able to teach you guys why this is such a beautiful time to be able to hear about Above and Beyond Studios and what Freedom has the potential and power to be able to do. So browser extensions are very common. These are some huge companies that are in the space currently. Rakuten, they are Golden State Warriors. Rakuten's there right on the logo. Honey, I'm a very big basketball fan. Honey, I believe it's like
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, Juan. Yes. Capital One. We all know Capital One. And Freedom is what's next in line. And so what these guys are doing right now is they have an extension and they're giving cash back. But what they're not doing is supporting the Black businesses and supporting the local businesses on their extensions. And so that's where Freedom has a major differentiator. And we're also going to be bringing in cash back. We already have the extension. Currently, it's getting re-updated. And next, we're going to bring gaming for coupons to make it more competitive, where people are seeking to actually use these two coupons and more coupons. And so this, I just want to put in reference to the 1.7 trillion that we have for our spending power. $1.7 trillion is what we have in Black America and what we're spending. And typically, not even typically, and it's not even staying in our hands. We have 41 million people, yet literally our spending 1.7 trillion is right underneath Italy, their gross domestic, their GDP, and it's above Canada. We literally spend so much money, yet what do we have to show for it? And that gets me very ticked off because we need to be able to control our spending. Our spending right now is not even going towards our hands. And so in the bottom right, we have the American dollar. In the Chinese community, a dollar will circulate for 28 days. A Jewish community, 20 days. In a Black community, it stays in our hands for 6 hours. We need to do better. We need to re-educate, and we need to start focusing where we're spending our money and start focusing it back towards our communities. Less than 2% of the 6 hours. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. And like, truthfully, I bet it's worse than that. And so we need to be able to understand that. We need to be able to re-educate. And right now, we believe that the best thing to do is understand how we're doing our shopping. Hence why we are creating the marketplace and the support system behind it to be able to handle that infrastructure. And once we have those funds supporting the actual community, we have more healthy food, we have better living conditions, time with our family, safety, less worry. A lot happens when we're able to actually control that.
One second, it keeps jumping.
This presentation keeps jumping into a presentation that's not a part of it. So it's interesting to see there. But yeah, Edward, it's 6 hours and it's tough to see because we know that there's no reason for it, or there's no reason for such this disparity. And we know that there's a wage gap and all that, but we know that systematically there are things in place. And so it's time to be able to fix that. Even if the system's broken, there are still things that we can be able to do. And so let's continue to support in places like 10K, places like Freedom, places like Above and Beyond. These are continuing to be able to help our community. And I don't think it's just for just trying to be able to, I mean, it is to be able to better oneself, but at some point for me, it's for survival. And right now I know we need to be able to make some huge changes in our communities to be able to actually have a better stake in this. So let's keep it going. And so timeline, we are working and we are working hard. We have our team going right now. This past summer, I have to say another congratulations to Amon. He did a phenomenal job, or we did. My man, he oh, he kept going. And we were able to onboard 40 interns this past summer. It was a huge growing experience. It was a huge experience for us to be able to take on more with our management team and put our managers to work as well. And so we all drastically learned. And so we were able to finish up our website. Right now, we're going through and going to a new website for all those updates that we've made, the browser extension as well. Right now, we are in September. We have October, spooky season, and then we have November, very thankful season. And thankfully, we will be having our browser extension there, so then people can be able to save money shopping free. Next, we have our dashboard that we're going to be having for our businesses that sign on to Shop Freedom, because we want to be able to have our ecosystem. We need to own supermarkets. Yes, yes, and yes. And Celeste, oh, guys, we have foundation. We have foundation, and that's what we can be able to start doing in all of our communities. So that gets me excited. And so if you also have a business, or you know someone who has a business, have them sign up and start actually bringing on, because we need to start filling it up, and we need to start using our services rather than always going to a white service to be able to get sort of these things done. We can be able to do that. And in February, we plan on having cash back. And we know that we're trying to be able to build. I do say Black owned a ton, but we are not just a Black owned corporation, or we are a Black owned corporation, but we're not just serving Black communities. We are still serving all people. We are very supportive, but we are definitely making this so that we can have and own a part of technology. I use an iPhone, that's not Black made. I use my laptop, that's not Black made. And so all of our resources and technologies that we have, we've never actually invested, or we need to start reinvesting in ourselves to be able to grow. And so we're on time. And so it's very simple for businesses of all sizes to be able to sign up. I would love for you guys to be able to sign up. Very easy package plan for businesses as well. And it's great because it's literally an advertising tool where we help grow visibility. And it's a tight-knit community, because this isn't a free community. It does cost money to be within our ecosystem. And we have ways to be able to make sure that we're supporting. And yes, we need to reinvest in ourselves. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Also, Amon, please tie in when you want to be able to go. But I love this slide, so I'm going to hit this one too. And so here's a nice little educational sesh. This is why we are focused on where we are heading. If you guys have ever heard of Slick Deals started in 1998, purchased by Goldman Sachs. Very huge bank. 530 million is how much they purchased Slick Deals for. Ebates, Rakuten. Rakuten is on the Golden State Warriors jersey. Rakuten is a 36 billion, no, 36, it's like 100 and something $1 billion corporation. Started out of Japan. The person who founded Rakuten actually went to Harvard Business School, not too far from where we live. And yeah, Rakuten was able to enter in the United States' market by purchasing Ebates, and they bought that for $1 billion. And that was the largest purchase of a tech company for its time back in 2014, or one of the largest. Then we have Honey, and Honey is very common. Honey is one of the leaders right now, and they were purchased by PayPal. Elon Musk started PayPal, and his friends, but they were definitely able to see that something with Honey and data. And lastly, Capital One, they just made the big change of events. They purchased WikiBuy. WikiBuy was bought for an undisclosed amount of money. And as you guys can see, the trend is definitely moving upwards. And what's important about these coupons are, it's a data play for these banks, typically Capital One, PayPal, Goldman Sachs. You can categorize those all as banks. And there's clearly a trend there, and people are following the money, and we're going to be able to help direct people towards where that is. And we're focused on helping our community first, which is why this is a beautiful investment to be able to help push us forward. Now, how to help. We need your help. And I know I want to thank 10K for being able to help show just that capital. Right now, we definitely love the support, but definitely want people buying into the company because we're keeping it open for a limited amount of time. And we're trying to be able to build Black technology. We know how much we all need it. We are more than glad and inclined to be able to build it. And we are going to be able to build for just the future of our communities. And it's very easy to be able to sign up on Net Capital. You go onto the page, you press, I believe it's either invest or sign in, create a nice little account, able to go in, and on Net Capital is where you're going to be able to purchase your shares, as well as it has a dashboard there. So make sure you save your password, so then you can be able to go back and see your share price, see your share count, and be able to just share that out with more people. And after that, we definitely want you guys to go to shopfreedom.io. So I'll give you guys some time really quick to be able to do so. And please enter that email and get that package. There are a few sweatshirts on there as well. Make sure you get some merch. Make sure you guys get some gear, but definitely go on to shopfreedom.io. And we will be having an early access into just the Freedom platform, because I know we're going to be dropping it in November for the full access. The website will be up before then, but the extension and the power that it's going to be able to have, we want to make sure that's in your hands. You guys are able to see it, use it. Tell us what you love about it. Tell us what you hate about it. I hope you don't hate it. You know, we're definitely working hard for this one, but definitely want to be able to have all the feedback. And this is definitely somewhere that we're heading with our trajectory. The space is very large. So for the first time ever, coupons, they've always been paper coupons like back in the day. And right now, digital coupons surpassed paper coupons in redemption for the first time ever last year. So as that shift is happening, things are moving more digital, and we want to be able to help. Just yesterday, I was actually out for a nice little walk, and I came across a lady named Lisa in the Boston Public Schools. And she was telling me about something that they used to have after I told her that we're essentially going to be building a directory for more Black-owned businesses, local businesses, and such like that. And she loved it. And she said it reminded her of what she used to have back in the day, such as Black Pages. So it's obviously different than Yellow Pages, but it was a lot of Black-owned businesses and from all different things. But right now, she's like, yeah, I can't go purchase and find a Black-owned business or completely shop Black-owned to satisfy my shopping cart. And I'm like, that's an issue. And she's like, back in the day, we were able to because of Black Pages. So it was awesome just to be able to, well, it wasn't awesome, but it was cool to be able to hear that there still is that opportunity. And we know that it's lacking in our community. And we know that we can be able to help our community grow and thrive and be able to go back just to, oh yeah, yes, Steph. Yes, Steph. I love it. But yes, definitely. And so I love how you guys are able to see that. And we definitely want us to be able to come and support just our growth over on Net Capital. It was a little unfortunate with Net Capital. We actually raised about 36,000 on our first one. So this is our second time around with Net Capital, but they didn't have the same number there. So guys, please, let's continue to grow. Please, let's be able to do this, because this isn't just a good opportunity here and right now. this is us being able to own Black technology like we've never owned it before. This is us being able to actually get shares into early ventures that have the capacity to be able to grow. And so this is definitely, oh, Ramon's gone. But yeah, this is definitely a great opportunity. And we're more than glad, more than inclined to be able to have that happen. So that was actually the last slide of the presentation. So I actually don't feel bad right now.
I'm sure he'll pop back in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
He will
Definitely.
pop back in. That is wonderful, guys. Okay, so community, this is when you put your questions and answers in the Q&A section so that we can keep up with them. I see lots of comments in the chat. We want to go ahead and put the questions in the Q&A. And I've got a comment and then I've got a question to ask. So the comment is really for the community. Remember, we had the futurists come talk to us. And one of the things they talked about was the importance of, right, Black tech, right, and those investments. And so now we have in front of us a Black tech company. So I just want to want you to keep that in mind when we kind of tie together all the things that we talk about from an investment standpoint and things that are going to benefit us in the future. And so it's kind of a full circle moment because a couple of months ago, we had the Black futurists tell us the importance of investing in Black tech. My question is, so help me better understand. I'm on Amazon, right? Mm-hmm. And I type in, there's a Black owned hair care company called Anasi. I type in Anasi, right? Because they sell some of their products on Amazon as well as on their Anasi.com website. So I'm buying from Amazon. I'm typing in Anasi. If Anasi was your client, right, and they paid their fee, their coupon would pop up automatically for me?
Yes. So the way that it's being built is, first off, yes, they would be able to have their coupon pop up. As well as if they go on to the other packages, they're able to have a different advertising spot. So essentially the pop-up ability is an ad spot where we're going to be able to advertise on Amazon differently, because when she's working with Amazon and has her store within Amazon, she has to follow those guidelines. A browser extension works on top of that. So we're able to show different advertising, and essentially we can be able to show what we want to see.
So let me ask my question a different way to make sure I understand. I go on Amazon and I type in, I don't know, L'Oreal shampoo, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can this work where I see the Anasi, like somehow an Anasi ad will pop up, like instead of L'Oreal, buy this, right? You know, is that's possible? Okay, all right. I see y'all, okay.
Absolutely.
I like it.
And when you type in Anasi and you see her product, you can put that in our price tracking cart and we'll track that price for you. So you're allowed to set a price. When it drops to a certain threshold, we send you a notification letting you know you should buy it now, it's on sale.
Interesting. So I don't have to wait for Amazon Prime Day, right? And keep going back and checking. You're going to send me. I like that. I do that with the airline tickets. And so I like having that on everyday products. Okay. All right. Let's get to the questions. Let's see. We've got two that I see. If there are any more. Oh, Vladimir said, you talked about the women and the Black families being the buying power. So Vladimir wanted to know, what about the melanated men on spending power? What's the number for the men, the Black men that are out there spending money? Drastically lower?
Yes. So, and a lot of, truthfully, like as we're just sharing this with people, a lot of men are like, I don't need a coupon. I'm like, all right. But like women are like, sure, I want a coupon. I'm like, see, like that's the difference. And so that's where our like, we're not excluding anyone at all. No, please jump on board. But the spending power is drastically lower. Even
Well, that's interesting because I can see, historically trying to find the deal takes a lot of time, right? And when you talk about shopping online, it means going to multiple websites sometimes. Like I'm a Wayfair shopper. But if Wayfair has something that I want and the price is kind of a little high, I'll go to Overstock and say, well, do they have it? Right. And so you kind of do that, and it's 2 hours later, right? And I saved $20. My time really was worth more than that, but it's something about getting the deal, right? But I can imagine that for others, and maybe men are like this, they don't have time to waste to get the deal. I'm paying the $20 extra. I'm going to go somewhere else and make 50, right? Right. Instead of wasting 2 hours trying to save 20. So they may be onto something. I love that you've made it easy, though, to get the deal. So now we don't have to waste time at all. None of us have to waste time because you've made it easy for us.
Trying to make it just easier because that's what we need. And even with that too, like, we also pop up to homedepot.com. And in Boston, there's something called Norfolk Hardware, which is a Black-owned hardware store. And we're working with them to be able to put their coupons on. So then when someone goes to Home Depot really quick, they can be like, I can actually shop Black-owned, and then be able to actually make that transition. Because we know that in order to help ourselves, like, we can't just, we are not prepared to take ourselves out of Western economy. Like, we're a part of it. So it's like, we have to grow together, and we have to grow within to be able to grow without. So right now we're just starting to be able to make that transition. Hey, you can shop this. And first it's going to just be awareness and having people aware that, hey, people aren't even aware that there's Black-owned just skin products that they can be able to use rather than buying L'Oreal. And it's like, hey, that's not made for you. Try this. That's actually good for you. Support a Black-owned business. And if we just make one transaction to a Black-owned business a month, just one, we can literally it won't get rid of the gap immediately, but it will make drastic changes towards our economy. And then hopefully we can be able to continue to re-educate and say, hey, let's keep this dollar instead of 6 hours. Let's try to bring it to 12. Okay, from 12, let's make it to 24. 6 hours is very discouraging, but I know that we can be able to start with these types of different things, being able to change that to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to have some of my subscriptions here with these Black-owned businesses. And so that's where we're starting to be able to change. And even with our technologies too, we have a lot of beautiful things coming up on the pipeline. We are already, so I don't want to just speak too far forward, but yes, we have a lot of stuff ready to be able to support our communities, from even the things that we watch to the things that we hear. And it's like, hey, these are all important, and we're not in control of them, and we're being fed this, and we're not even being treated the same way. So let's just say, hey, let's cut our losses and start actually really making strides towards change.
This is great. Vladimir said, which cities will go live first?
Right now, we're focused on Boston, and we have 5 preliminary cities. They can be subject to change, but right now it's Boston, Philadelphia, Miami, New York, and very just Eastern right now. But where are you from?
Vladimir wants to know where you're from. Maybe your city will be next. Okay, I have another question. If I am a Black-owned business with a product, and I don't already have an Amazon store, but I'm in or sell a product on Amazon, but I'm interested in working with you guys, do you kind of help them with that process also, kind of guide them on how to start a store?
Yes. And I'm going to pass it to Amon because he's been on that side beautifully.
Yeah, so what we do is we help them create a storefront while not being on Amazon. So we help 2 different people. We help those who are already on Amazon because we're able to show people sooner and wherever they shop. And then secondly, we help people who don't have a website, who don't have their own store, because we provide that store for them. So while someone is shopping on Amazon and they do see that product of the store we're working with, they'll then be directed to our website. So we're able to be that store for someone who's looking to get into Amazon. We're kind of that layer that can, help them get started in e-commerce first, show them the ropes, get them some data on how they're doing on Amazon, to see if that would be another path they want to take.
Very, very good. And Vladimir said he's in New York City.
Nice.
Got you. Which borough? We'll
So
get there.
what about, he'll come back. So Bernard says, what about purchasing Black products with your coupons on your website? Why focus on Amazon so much?
Yes. So similar to what Aman was just saying, was we're still able to have the marketplace on Freedom as well. So we are doing both, going to their websites and bringing the customers back and being able to direct them towards where essentially we want. And so we're creating the marketplace now, which is why we're starting with coupons, because everyone can accept a coupon. It's a very frictionless way to be able to go and enter into the market. And then at the same time, we're building the infrastructure on the back end where we're still hosting all those products on Freedom's platform. So you're still going to be able to shop Freedom.io.
Good. Gerald says, my wife uses Amazon and receives money back from Rakuten. So is Rakuten, so is this the same concept? And are you hoping Rakuten might buy you out in the future?
The answer is yes. This is an extremely similar concept. We have followed after them. Like, why recreate the wheel? They are a multi-billion-dollar organization, and by multi-billion, their founder alone is worth like 120 billion. Just being able to help. Yeah, it's a very large market. We spend 1.7 trillion dollars. It's a big market,
right? That's a good point. Yeah.
And so right now, yes, we're gonna be following a lot of the steps as these larger companies, which we have been. And where we're different is we're gonna be also going towards Black-owned products and Black-owned businesses, instead of just having CVS, or that's around me, or Ashley's Home Furniture. We're gonna be having, like, there in Boston, we have a place called Frugal Furniture. And it's just like, it's for our community. We're like, no, we go there. It's okay. Got it. It's better than IKEA, better service, I swear. So
okay.
There's different places where it's like, yes, we're doing that and we're trying to follow like Rakuten. And we can be able to do it differently and better because we're still going to be able to support the community better.
Jesse's question is interesting. Jesse says, do I get multiple choices of Black businesses when I search for a specific product?
The answer is Jesse, damn right. Forgive my French, but yes.
Yes, well, that's good French.
So we're going to be
like
able to, yes. So as you're going on, you're going to be able to scroll and see different items. And then you can also have there's a search bar as well. So you can click right onto there and you can search right there. And we're going to be able to keep you on that page, or we could be able to bring you to the Shop Freedom platform.
Nice. Anonymous says, who underwrites the cost of the coupons?
Yeah, so right now we're in a couple affiliate programs. So right now there's two kind of methods. For kind of the medium to larger size companies, we're in a bunch of affiliate programs where they provide coupons to their affiliates to sell for them. And then secondly, right now we're working with a lot of businesses to turn their holiday deals, specials, things that the people don't consider coupons, we turn them into coupons for them. So if you go to your local store, you'll see that they have a buy one, get one free. They have a buy one, get one half off. We go to businesses and we turn that into a digital coupon for them.
Nice. Vladimir says, on exit strategy, how are the banks using the platforms? Any guarantees they will keep the same mission on target market?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So of course, for us, the ones that we would want to partner with would be someone with similar long-term goals and a mission that aligns. But for what the banks are doing, it's banks that are trying to get into online shopping. So they're using that as a platform for them to deliver deals and to get a part of the transaction process. That's kind of the big thing. It's being a part of the transaction process, because the banks formerly, they were only kind of handling the transactions, and now they're trying to take another step to get a cut in. So that's kind of what they see as far as the acquisition purpose for them. And for us, one thing that we would look for in a partner is someone with a mission that aligns with a goal to serve the community. So that would be the banks and partners that we would be kind of looking for.
And what are your marketing strategies for the relationship with the businesses?
Yes. So as far as what we do for businesses or how we reach out to businesses?
How you're going to reach out to them? How are you going to find them?
Yes. So we have a few different marketing strategies. I would say the first one that has changed the industry entirely is social media. That is a place where we get a lot of our business leads, a lot of our product leads, because a lot of businesses, especially minority-owned businesses, are operating kind of fully on social media. It's essentially another website. So that's one area where we can bring businesses onto our platforms. As you kind of saw in our target market, one kind of section of our customers, Gen Z. So we've been focusing on colleges. We had a nice intern turnout in the summer for our summer program. And we're working with those interns at their schools to spread freedom. That's a big area that we see a lot of growth. And we think the younger crowds and the Gen Z crowds, they're very mission-based shoppers. So our mission and our goal that we're trying to give back to the community definitely sits with them very well. So those are, I guess, two areas that we're focusing a lot of our attention.
Nice. You may also want to reach out to the Black Chambers of Commerce, or have your intern work on that, right? Reach out to the national and all the local chambers, because that's where the Black businesses are going to get support, right?
Absolutely. That's a good one. I agree with Edward.
Jesse says, data is new gold. Does Freedom monetize data collected from our shopping behavior?
Data is the absolute gold. So what we're doing is building the processes to monetize that data. Right now, we're tracking it, we're cleaning it. That's the next step for us, is being able to give that to a business. So that's actually the project that we're working on with our business dashboard, is allowing businesses to see that data in real time. So that's one of the biggest back-end projects that we're kind of focusing on right now, is showing the business all the data that we're pulling in. So absolutely.
Nice. So can this extension sit on top of any marketplace?
So yes, and for the most part, extensions try to focus in on product or service or sites that are selling something, because it's usually a coupon. But the extension market is pretty broad. As you know, there's extensions like Grammarly that work across your entire computer and will just read everything. So it kind of depends what you want the extension to do. And so for us, since we're building it on for sites, right now we're on about 40 major sites. And that ranges from Sephora to Chewy to Amazon to Walmart to Target. So right now we're really focusing on sites where we think people are shopping and we want to show them local alternatives. So it's kind of based on where you want to place the browser extension. And so right now we're focusing on shopping sites.
So, and I'm gonna get to the questions in the QA, but I got so many questions. So
Keep them coming.
I am a potential investor as well. So from a consumer standpoint, so you, in the video, you showed us how easy it is to download the extension, right? I can start using that today. If I download it, then it pops up whenever I'm shopping. Is that how that works?
So the download will work. Right now, we are having a complete update. So when we had the interns on, we were just working and we took all of our data that we were gathering and we're like, all right, people like this better. So now we're getting ready for our next update.
Okay.
So yes, first off, please download it. We definitely want the number to be able to be there, as well as it's going to be launched in November. So that's when you guys will be able to, right when everyone's about to Christmas shop, it's like, hey, shop Black owned.
I like that. And for me, the consumer, there's no fee. I download it and I'm just getting the deal. So it's literally win-win for the consumer.
Yes and no.
Okay.
So there is going to be a price attached to it.
Okay.
Because it does cost money to be able to run all that data. So we don't want to be able to still have that. And at the same time, a lot of things that we have for free, we don't necessarily use it properly because you're like, oh, it's for free. So we want to be able to put value on it. And so for college students, it's going to cost $199. And if you're not in college, we're using a college email, it's going to be $499.
Is that per month or?
$499 per month. And the way that it's going to be able to work is just essentially our goal is to be able to help you save $4 a month. And then for college students, our goal is to be able to help you save essentially like over $24, $25. So our goal is to essentially make sure that you get that back in cashback savings
At the very least,
by
is
sort of
what I
saying,
think.
hey, this is a reminder to shop our community and support our community.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's still a win. Sweet.
No, anytime I get my money back and potentially can still make a little more, that's a win for
It's a
sure.
win. Let's go. God is good.
Okay. Vladimir says, will freedom include all industries like restaurants and supermarkets? And then the second part of that question is, there's also an Afro-owned Uber competitor that's coming soon.
Beautiful. And so to answer the first part, yes, the focus is growth. Right now, we're just on shop freedom, but we have a lot of things in the pipeline. So we have a lot of things going on there, but we definitely want to take one smart step before we start stepping other areas. So I'd say that that's just the way that we're going to be able to grow, and we can grow if we have more resources, which is why we're like saying, hey, please, let's go to the moon because I want to touch it. I don't want to touch it, but you guys get the expression.
You want to think that big, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm good here. I'm good here.
Jerry said, we're creating jobs for re-entry populations with products. Can this social enterprise approach substitute for coupons as a charitable contribution?
Yes, there are definitely ways to be able to do so. So Amon and I are actually both on the board of a different nonprofit called Urban Golf Club. And so it's helping minorities learn how to golf inside of our communities, and it's helping towards financial wellness and wealth. And so the 100%, we've already made donations to Urban Golf Club, and that's something that's very dear to where we're focused as an organization. Right now, that hasn't been the exact main focus, but that is in the pipeline 100%. We have very great things that are going to be coming out next year where you guys are going to be like, what? And we're going to be like, yeah, we're coming for it. We're just going to be able to help and benefit just so many different people from businesses and really make like a cool experience out of it. And we already have TV shows that we do with the businesses that we work with right now in different podcast episodes. So we're helping more than just being able to help put money back into the pockets. We're also helping with the content creation and really helping with many different areas. We're trying to be a one-stop shop for us. And we're trying to be a one-stop shop. Hey, shop freedom.
Nice. Jesse says, we always hate to ask this question, exit strategy. Your competition that you showed were all acquired. There is no way to guarantee company stays Black in those situations, right? So are there any alternative exit strategies where this company remains Black owned and operated?
Yes. And the goal is to be private forever. Just want to say, but you have, that is our goal. And so there's also companies. Have you guys ever heard of Ibotta? Ibotta is a couponing platform as well. And they are privately owned, but they've also reached $1 billion in valuation. So they're doing extremely well. So there's different ways to be able to do so. Most people just want to be able to see it in that way. I have heard about it. Exactly, the pink one. Yeah,
I am missing out on
I
some
love it, by the way.
couponing.
Isn't
I've not
that-
heard of any
Exactly.
of these places. And I
So
will shop way too
there's a
much
lot
to
of-
not save $1.
Save that dollar. And so, yes, Opal, yes, Edward. And so there are definitely ways for us to be able to stay private, and that is our goal. But we do want to be able to grow the way that we want to. And that takes resources, which is why this is so beautiful, Tawana, where you're able to have a platform like this where we can come together to be able to work towards our objectives and goal. Thanks, Olivia.
Olivia's comment.
Appreciate it.
Jesse says, are businesses signed up with you able to say that they accept crypto?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yet. Keyword. As you saw, our uncle, crypto. He's here for a reason.
He's here for a reason.
Here for a reason.
Not just a pretty face and being the uncle.
He has a
Okay.
beautiful face, but yeah, brain. Oh, he's there.
There's
He's
a crypto
good.
play here too. Okay. Very, very good, gentlemen. Any additional questions? I think I answered all of them. You guys answered all of mine.
I see one from John here that says, how are logistics handled?
Okay.
Currently, logistics are handled by these small businesses. So we're going to be able to have the transaction happen, and the small business is still fulfilling that order. So that's how the logistics are handled, at least for online. But a lot of the service-based ones, we're able to still same way. We just have that communication going through. And right now we're still so early off where we are still in testing mode for a lot of different things. I know you guys mentioned ride sharing and such like that. We are in testing mode for a lot of different ideas. Nothing set in stone, but we do have a play where we are focused on specifically our communities and who's handling the logistics within our communities. Are they getting paid enough to drive around and support our communities by even making these drops off? So there's a lot of different things that we are thinking of. And a lot of these things, we're going for it. We're going to go for it. So I'm not going to say anything's set in stone just yet, but yeah, logistics beautifully handled, still by the owner, and they have that personal connection and personal touch as well. So you're able to feel that connection within the owner and the service that you purchased.
Nice. Very good. I love everything about this. Did not even know you could get used coupon. I mean, I'm not making that up. I did not know. I think I've seen things pop up, but I'm like, I'm in the zone, right? I'm shopping. Like things pop up, you can save a coupon. I think I immediately go to spam or fraud, and I don't even realize that these are legitimate places where you can save money. So thank you for exposing me to the concept first and foremost, but to know that we've got some brothers who have built a solution is even better. Eddie said, what a stellar yet slick way to get businesses into the big shops without all of the hoops for each. Bravo, bravo. I agree with that, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
This has been wonderful. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and take the last few minutes and put them in the Q&A. And then I will.
John.
Jesse says they both intuitively smile at the same time. They know the secret of their upcoming success. Good luck. I love it. Your smiles are infectious. They really are. The first time we talked, I got off the phone and I was like, I can't stop smiling because they couldn't stop smiling.
God is good. God is good.
They are infectious. So I will give my closing remarks and then I'll turn it over to you, gentlemen. First of all, to the community members, thank you guys for showing up again this week to support amazing Black founders. It is because of this community that, so many founders are able to get to the next challenge, right? To be able to cross something off their checklist, right? And so we're making a difference and we're making an impact. So thank you guys for showing up week after week to support these founders. This week's no different, right? And so, the gentlemen have an idea. They're making some updates. We saw what they're going to use the monies for. That's also, again, in the pitch deck. If you go to the Net Capital page and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that pitch deck. That information was there on how the money's going to be used. We know our mission is to help founders get the capital that they need so that they can scale and grow. It also means in many situations that we become their consumers, right? And so we need to talk about them and tell everyone we know about them. And now we need to download, right? So that we can get some of these coupon savings, right? Share. You're right, Edward. Share. We need to, as we learn about Black businesses who have products, right? We need to be telling them about Above and Beyond Studios. We need to download the app so that we can be consumers. There's so much to do here. You need to, do your due diligence so that you can consider if this is a good investment play for your personal portfolio. We got a lot of call to actions tonight. But this has been absolutely amazing. We know the important role we play. We know how much they need us. This campaign is over. October 19th, I believe, is the date that I said. They've raised a little over $5,000 so far, and they've got a ways to go to meet some of their goals, but I know that we can get them there, right? And so, please take the time, look at the campaign page if you haven't looked at it yet. You're going to get this replay in your inbox, rewatch it if there are questions you have. Go to that discussion tab on the Net Capital page, ask any additional questions that are going to help remove any barrier of entry for you. But more than anything else, Eddie said it, share the heck out of this campaign link, because the more people that see the campaign, the more potential investors these gentlemen have, right? With that, I'm going to pass it over. Stefan, you want to go first?
Sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for really showing out today. This is wonderful. Tawana, again, I want to say thank you so much for being able to help and support, and thank you for investing as well. Maurice, thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. And we are definitely here, and Aman and I fully quit our jobs to be able to do this. And this is definitely where we want to be able to focus and make our impact. We know this is definitely a calling. We know what needs to happen, and they're not doing it. So we're like, why not us? And so we definitely appreciate all the help and all the support. And please continue to sign up and share. And yeah, shopfreedom.io, get on there, send out your email, and we'll be able to respond back to you guys and be able to say again, thank you. And you guys will be able to be on to our newsletter, so then you'll be able to see all the updates. We have a lot of things coming out for the future, and we're so excited because we know we need it, and we know we deserve it, and we know we want it, so we're going to get it. And so that's just the mentality. And again, we definitely are here. We want to inspire communities, and community is so important. Our community is so important. I know we see our community at least dwindling. I see it in Boston, and I'm tired of it. And I know how great our communities are and how deserving people are. People are people, and they deserve better. And since no one's going to give it, we're going to be able to help. Let's shop, and let's be able to give some freedom.
Love it. Aman, take us home.
Perfect. Again, I just want to also thank you, Tawana, for letting us into your community and meeting your community. I know Steph touched on that word, and that's major for us. What you have here in this community of investors is impressive. One of the reasons that we wanted to be a part of this when we met too is because it's aligned with our mission. We're trying to create a community of businesses and users with the same goals as you. So I just want to thank you again for letting us meet your community. And we hope that we can combine our communities and create something special.
Very, very good. With that, gentlemen, thank you so much for blessing us and gracing us with your presence, for sharing this amazing business opportunity with us, with this community. To the community, thank you again for showing up. you understand the assignment. It's the same assignment week after week, right?
Thank y'all, community.
I promise not to change the assignment on you. It's the same.
Get some buckets.
I love
go.
you guys. Good luck, peace, blessings, and prosperity to you guys. Thank you so very much. Have a good evening,
Amen.
everyone. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Bless.